All right, maybe you're a young guy and you're seeing like all those people out there that have success and they show off their success, right? And they're not really that much different from you. So you think, okay, they did it, I can do the same. You're striving towards more in life here, like you're starting your journey of maybe a business, maybe of starting business, maybe of self-improvement, whatever it might be. And if this is the case, maybe you've also heard like your old surroundings. Like if you're coming from an average background, like average family, not like rich or anything, then probably you will experience that your environment will say something like, okay, why are you working so much? Are you crazy? Take a bit time off, relax a bit more, see your friends, right? For me, this was my mother especially. Like, okay, she often told me, okay, Dennis, life is not always or only about work. Life is also about, okay, enjoying it a bit. Because this is what I literally did all my teens, right? Since I was 16, I had my goals and I tried to use as much time as I can to strive towards those goals. My name is Dennis and I'm building my business in sales right now because I want to live free and travel the world. And right now we are in Medellin, Colombia. And here on YouTube, the goal is to document the whole journey towards success, right? My learnings, my up phases, my down phases, and everything in between. So if it's interesting, consider subscribing. And now let's continue with the video. So the first thing is that I do not know any successful person that works 8 hours a day, right? Monday till Friday, and then has a free day, right? Then takes time off, then has like time to do whatever you want, to watch TV, to do nothing very productive. First of all, usually those people that are super successful, they work more than 8 hours, right? They work their normal time and then they work even more. They have more clients to needs to fulfill. They have more calls with clients or with potential clients that they want to close, right? There's something to do with the business always, right? Because usually with a business that is growing, that is expanding, there's always some stuff to do. And if there's not enough stuff to do, then there's something wrong with the business. But even further than that, like let's say all of the stuff for the business work is done for the day. Even then there's so many areas and so many things that a like well-rounded, successful person has to know, right? That is literally, there's never enough time for him to stop learning. Like if you want to be a super successful person, like let's say in financially wise, fitness wise, then there's so many things. There's sales and there's marketing, there's nutrition, there's investing in like the stock market, so in understanding the stock market, understanding real estate investment maybe, right? If this is your thing. And in each of those little subcategories, the things that you need to learn, this is such a deep topic, right? There can be hours upon hours upon hours that you can put in those things and in those areas to really master it. The day could have had like not only 24 hours, but the day could have 240 hours and you still wouldn't be finished, right? You still could always find things that you could do. And if we look at the most successful people like Elon Musk, Bill Gates, guys like of those caliber, right? This would also be confirmed, right? Because what do they say? Bill Gates, I think, who was it who said, okay, in his 20s, there was not a single day that he took off, right? He worked every single day. He didn't take off one single day, not one. And the same with Elon Musk. I'm not like the exact quote, but he stated something like, okay, he wanted to work every single minute, every free minute that he had in his day. He wanted to use every single minute to strive towards his goals and to like expand his company and put work in for his company to grow it even more. So when we talk about work-life balance, I think it really comes down to, okay, what do you want out of life, right? Because if you want an extraordinary life, like extraordinary results, like super above average money, right? A great financial situation, great relationships, great physical condition, great health, whatever it might be. If you want extraordinary results, you cannot put in ordinary effort, right? I think there's a quote that says, okay, if you want extraordinary results, you have to put extra onto ordinary to reach extraordinary, right? So we have to put in more than the normal guy. We cannot be average. We have to be, by definition, above average. Because then also the question is, okay, like you have a goal, right? Then we have 24 hours in a day. We maybe sleep 7 hours. We have 17 more hours to use. Why only work 8 hours on our goal, right? Why only work 8 hours on our business or on our financial situations? So the question is, do you want your goal? Do you prefer your goal? Let's say you're overweight, right? And you have the goal to lose weight, focus on your nutrition and get in great shape. You balance out your nutrition. You balance out the food that you eat. So 50% of the time you say, okay, I will eat super clean and super healthy. And the other 50% of the time you allow yourself like here and there some fast food, right? You allow yourself 50% of the time to eat unhealthy. What do you think how well this will work out for you? Will you really achieve your goals if you have like a balance in your nutrition, right? If you do not put 100% into great nutrition, if you want to reach your fitness goals or your body goals as quickly as possible. All right, from all those points that I made so far, you could conclude that I'm like against work-life balance. I say, okay, there's more work than life in my life, right? And I also would make the point that it can be useful and can be good also for your productivity to at some point take time off and take a break just to reload your batteries, right? Because at some point when you work like just too much, and when you force yourself too much to work, like when you really don't want to do something and you have to force yourself to something, this could lead to not only demotivation but also like certain degrees to apathy when you are really done, like when you really, your body say, okay, you can't anymore. This is a time, this is a point where like taking time off, allowing yourself me time is useful, is valuable, because in those times you can recharge the batteries again and then focus and be even more productive the next day, right? After taking some time off, or the next week. This is what at least works well for me. Every once in a while when I'm just listening to my body and I realize, okay, I'm just done, I can't anymore. Just take some time off to relax, to recharge the batteries, to regain your motivation to do something, and then start motivated again. Yes, but one point is important here. This applies when you're like usually working your ass off, right? When you're using more or less every 3 minutes of your day or most of the day to strive towards your goals, right? Because this me time, this taking a break, helps you to avoid burnout, and burnout is like one of the times when you are the least productive. If you have this awareness or if you have this honesty, and you say, okay, I'm a lazy person, right? Then this doesn't apply to you, right? Then you should, okay, then taking a break is maybe not for you. Then it's time to work at first. I appreciate that you watched until the end, guys, and I hope you got some value out of this. And you might rethink about, okay, your work-life balance, right? You might reduce your life a bit and increase the work a bit more, because this is the motto of this channel, right? 10 years of hard work for 50 years of freedom. If we put in the 10 years and increase the work in those 10 years, we can then after 10 years do whatever we want for the rest of our lives, maybe for 50 years or maybe longer, whatever. So this is what I do. This is my work-life balance. If you write 10 years of hard work for 50 years of freedom, I want to lead here by example on this channel and put in my 10 years. And this will be documented here, as I said. So yeah, if this is interesting, you can subscribe if you want, and then we see each other in the next video. Thanks for watching. Until next time.